We are holding the hands of light, the hands of light. So welcome everybody, thank you for coming. Today we're working with this beautiful construct, this image, which is not just an image, it's a real thing. Maybe not a material thing, but a thing that exists in the ethers, in that place just between material reality, in that quantum expansive between magic place. A net of light. You can think of it as a web or as like a big fishing net. But it's more than 2D, it's more than 3D. It goes between and under and over and through all parts of the world and out into the universe. And we can connect to it through our own heart energy. And once we're connected with that, we're also united with all our allies in spirit, all the great beings who want to help at this time of great turning. So last night I watched the People's Emergency Briefing film, which I highly recommend. It's eye-opening, it's not fun. It speaks of the crisis, the meta-crisis that we are in and that is coming, that will affect all parts of humanity and civilization and nature and climate and weather. And it could be catastrophic, frankly. And we have the tiniest window to change things. So I'm not here today to talk about politics or even air source heat pumps or any other practical things. What we can do at this etheric level is hold the light for the world so that we can raise consciousness. And raising consciousness for humanity, for the whole world perhaps, opens up a different possibility, different levels of possibility for how things might change that we can't even imagine with our minds, because this is something new, something outside of what we already know. So that could sound a bit like magical thinking, but with my heart knowing, I recognise it's not that, it's something else. It's a real opportunity for humanity to wake up. Sometimes it takes a crisis to wake you up, and I think at a large level, at a meta level, that is what we are faced with now, the opportunity to wake up. So having said that, I'm going to invite you to relax, hopefully not to go to sleep, but to let your body find a really good place in which to rest while we do this meditation together. So I'm going to do this sitting up, and you could alternatively get a comfortable lying position. If you're going to lie down, it's nice to bend your knees or have a prop. And if you're sitting up, finding a way that your spine can be as long as possible. And either way, just beginning to notice your breath. And take a few good deep breaths together. And maybe your shoulders drop a little on the out breath. And maybe your sit bones sit down a bit deeper. Or you can lie a little more fully, giving your weight to whatever is underneath you. And noticing that familiar tug of gravity that keeps us here in these bodies on this earth. And I invite the grandmothers to hold us and guide us in this meditation. Let's begin by focusing on our hearts and seeing a little light in our hearts. It might be just a flicker of a candle, or it might be a big strong flame. But it never goes out. Sometimes it's just a little pilot light. And each time we breathe, let's fan the flames of the heart. And that flame, that pilot light, let's encourage it to really blaze. This is your unique light, the light of your soul, hidden in your heart. You can see the flames rising up and coming out to the front and the back and the sides of your body, up and down, until you are a star of your being. And now I invite you to see or feel or sense the net of light. Like a great lighted fishing net that covers and penetrates the whole earth and out into the universe. And notice that there are thousands and thousands and millions of points of light. Each of these points of light is a human who's agreed to consciously take part in the net of light, or a great other being, a tree maybe, or a sacred place on the earth where the net is anchored. And also the great wise teachers are included. They are both in it and holding it, this net. So with the light of your being, it's time to step forward and claim your place in the net of light. There'll be some strands of the net which are your strands and which only light up when you say yes, when you step in, step up. So looking, feeling the net of light and your place in it. Let's take up our places now. So now we're not alone. Now we're connected with all beings. And at the same time, as we offer the light of our heart into the net, we also receive the light back from all the other beings. Just as your breath comes in and goes out, there's the tide of this light, giving and receiving. We pour our light into the net and we receive richly. Let yourself fill up. maybe with the relief of being together, connected, woven in. So with each in-breath, receiving the blessings of the net of light, expanding your own light and sending it out with the out-breath. And once we are connected in this way, our prayers are very direct. And we use this language of casting the net, which is a beautiful imaginative phrase to imagine whoever and whatever you're praying for being wrapped up in this lighted net, which brings soothing, brings awakening, brings peace, brings healing. So I will say some prayers, invite some casting, and then I will just play the Shruti box and sing a little while you add your own prayers. We send the net of light, we cast the net of light to all who are suffering in any way. We cast the net to those who are seeking and searching for something meaningful. May they find truth and awakening. We cast the net of light to all the leaders in all kinds of ways and walks of life, political and otherwise. We cast the net of light to Andy Burnham and his new cabinet, all the MPs at Westminster, and to Wales and Scotland and Ireland. May they know this connection to sustain them and also to guide them, bring wisdom. And out across the world, we cast the net to the leaders of the world. And those coming forward into leadership. Cast the net to the young people and the children. To the babies being born. And we cast the net to the old ones and those dying. We cast the net to all the animals of the world. May they have whatever they most need. Cast the net to the plant kingdom, to the forests and the great trees, and to every small growing thing, to the soil and all the creatures of the soil. to the rocks and the minerals, to the rivers and the seas, to the sun and the stars, and the very core of our planet, which is hot. Cast a net of light to the whole earth. And there being nothing too big and nothing too small to pray for in this way, I invite you to add your own prayers for people, places, beings you know who are in need of loving care. Letting yourself be held in that net to receive. And just seeing if there's a particular place in your body or your heart or your mind that needs to receive this healing light, letting it flow there. And thanking your grandmothers for this meditation, visualization. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace, peace, peace. I'm beginning now to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Have a nice stretch. And gently opening your eyes, having a look around. Perhaps it seems just the same, perhaps slightly different, with a different perspective. This material world actually made up of light. And subject to vibrational change. So I realised I didn't introduce this with explanation of where this phrase, the net of light, and the grandmothers have come from. So I want to just show you this book, Casting the Net by Sharon McErlane. This is the net of light that will hold the earth during the times of change that are upon you. So I highly recommend Sharon McErlane's work. You can find more at netoflight.org. And when I opened the book this morning, it was a piece about the old world, which is where we are in Europe. I'm just going to read you this paragraph. Many people in the old world are beginning to hold the light steady now, so steady that it is penetrating the heavy layers of conditioning which have burdened the earth there. As they consistently work with the net of light, the points of life that these people actually are beginning to glow more and more brightly. They are becoming more beautiful, more powerful. When you link through the net of light and work together, the power of your combined light is able to break through the hardened crusts that were formed by all the wars, invasions and cruelties that long beset the countries of the old world. The most important work you can do in the old world is to align with the net of light and magnify its power to uplift the land. As the land is lifted, so will the people be lifted, and as the people lift their consciousness, so will the land lift. The connection between the people and their land must be reformed and fortified. So that's a glimpse of what we're doing. Thank you for deciding to spend some time in your day uplifting the people and the land wherever you are.